Our theme was identity, and that was like opening up Pandora's box, that one. That went in all different directions. Because of identity, you can cover all subjects, from where somebody's come from geographically, their life experiences, to personalities, and it also crosses the sort of gender and stuff.
These bits are yes, I would be the no, I would be the maybe, different pieces, like maybe and no, one that and more. That's good. I like it. People are like, people are up, wow. No, corner, wow. See, go there. People are up, wow. It's good.
Because it's good, it's got fun, it's got outlook, it's got fun, it's happy, good joke, laugh, it's got friends.
We've called our part of the exhibition Seeing Differently. We came up with it because we all are visually impaired, and we all, apart from the fact that every one of us has slightly different type of eyesight, so we all see differently from each other, we see things differently from the sighted world as well. And seeing for us has a different meaning. Often, show me something means give it to me in my hand and let me touch it and feel it. That's how I see things. So we chose really between the first two galleries, which are both cube-shaped. We felt that space was big enough for us to get like a handle on, and small enough for us to feel that we could fill it. And we were also looking at how the lighting might be, the noise levels, because being visually impaired, those sorts of things are really important to us. So I think we've chosen the gallery that made us all feel the most comfortable.
I found the experience really amazing. Obviously, going to any art exhibition is really quite demanding when you don't actually see things very clearly. But I found the whole experience of the initial contact to actually come into the first meetings and the whole process, and I have found the thought processes of bringing it all together really amazing.
Yes, I've thoroughly enjoyed doing it. It's been challenging, but it makes you really think about your other senses and how we feel. So what we lack in one thing, basically our vision, our sight, I think we make it up in other ways, hearing and smelling, the fragrance of all sorts of things, flowers, fresh bread, fresh ground coffee, all these things. Hearing, all sorts, music, someone's voice. Yeah, our other senses do make up for quite a lot. It just gives us, I suppose, gives you a better perspective on life, really.
When we had originally started thinking of ideas, we wanted to create a sense of like an alternate reality. There was also ideas of like escapism and uncanniness. I want them to feel like they entered a different place. Like, this isn't Earth.
I think we want our gallery to be a little bit spooky. I think we want people to think about, oh, what could that mean? We want people to be kind of, yeah, I think sort of spooked a bit, but them kind of, that kind of provokes their thought processes, provokes their kind of going, oh, sort of a little nice shock, I suppose.
I think we wanted the biggest space, to be honest. I don't think we were ever really daunted by the scale of the room. We're quite excited to kind of fill it up and in some ways for it to feel quite full and overwhelming in almost a way that can be relaxing in others, because there are so many things to take in that you almost have to kind of zone out and experience it.
So third culture creators comes from the term third culture kids. So it's having your original culture and then you're combining it with a new culture and you come up with a new third culture that's kind of not the first or second, something in between.
I think one of the topics that often discussed within our community and other communities, us as parents, the first generation who decided to leave home and come here, how much did we expect of what happened since we moved? The aim was to find a better future for our young people, not necessarily for us, but probably not in the way that we thought it will be. Sometimes it's better, most of the time it's different than whatever we imagined. And that's why probably we feel it's a very, very good idea to understand more about the younger generation that was brought up away from home.
With the theme that we've created, it's given not just us the agency to choose the artwork that resonates with us, but it's also allowed the artists to really express their innermost feelings in a way that maybe wouldn't fit any other scope. So that's what I love about the artwork, is that it really feels quite personal, and each piece, although may seem so far removed from the one next to it, actually there is a thread that pulls through.
The idea of First Steps, when we came up with it, was we wanted it to be really clear that just because we're an LGBTQ+ charity and individuals, that isn't all that we are. Like we're so much more than that. We have a variety of life experiences. Yes, you could have your coming out experience, for example, could relate to the topic, but it could also be the other small things in your life, like deciding to go to the gym, or deciding to quit smoking, or just going out and trying a new hobby. Like, we as queer individuals have more experiences than people often realise, and they think that, oh, because you're LGBTQ+, that's all you are, when we have wants, needs, desires that are so much more than just that identity. So that's kind of where this idea of First Steps came from. So we understand that often our voices aren't heard, so we allow a lot of space and a lot of time for people to reflect, and not just disregarding something if you disagree with it, allowing that person to expand on why they chose something, why they feel a particular way about something. So I think we as a group have just tried to be very, very patient and just very kind to each other, to allow each other to explore our different perspectives on things.
I will say we definitely want them to feel things, and we want them to feel intrigued, we want them to feel stimulated, we want them to feel also the anxieties and the pains of our artists and what they have to say. But overall, the last feeling that we want them to feel is positive and happy.